Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is another episode in my deck review series and that I've been doing, and I hope you've been watching the previous videos and have been enjoying it. I've received a lot of positive feedback, so I'm so thrilled that people are taking an interest in the tarot. I find it very exciting, very informative, very helpful, and I'm so glad that a lot of people are even exploring it right now. It's a really great tool to use to connect with your inner self or your higher self, really. So today I'm going to be doing the Medicine Woman Tarot, and this is a very unusual deck. It's very different from the Rider-Waite system of decks, and it's got some beautiful colors in it. The pictures are slightly different. The namings of the cards are different as well, so quite a different take on tarot cards itself. This is a deck that has been done by Carol Bridges, and it was published by US Game Systems in 1989, and it is a deck that uses the Native American traditions, and also it's a deck that connects with the Mother Earth energy as well, so quite a healing deck to be working with. It's 78 cards like the traditional decks. She has renamed the suits, and she has given the major arcana new names, but we'll go through that soon. It comes in this really nice box, but not too sturdy, the box having a little bit of wear and tear on the side, and I haven't really used it that much. It's got this lovely medicine wheel on the front over there with a lot of colors, very bright rainbow colors over there, and the back it's got the Seeker, which is the High Priestess over there, so I think very appropriate. And it tells you a little bit about the deck on the side of the box itself. So opening the deck, opening the box itself, it comes with this little white box. It comes with 78 cards as well as these 2 extra cards that we'll go through. Now the cards themselves, I will go through just now, and I'll just show you the little white book. So the little white book is really basic. I think it's it's a minimum about what you need to know about the deck. Carol Bridges has published a book called The Medicine Woman Inner Guidance Book. So that's a nice thick book, and it tells you about each and every single card, and it goes into quite a lot of depth about the cards. Now I haven't actually bought that particular book. Now I am planning on investing in that particular book, but for the moment, this little white book is reasonably okay to be using. If you really enjoy the book and you really want to study this deck in depth, that is definitely the book for you to be getting, and you can buy that off Amazon and eBay. So the little white book has got a bit of information. It's quite thin, and you can put this in your pocket, even put it in your purse and read it off in pretty quick time. It tells you a little bit about the traditions and how to actually go about using the deck itself, how to connect with the deck, and also it gives you a few spreads or layouts right in the beginning. So there's about 3 spreads that you can go through and use. Then it also tells you, it gives you the major and minor arcana cards as well, and their meaning. So it's pretty quick. It just gives you the basic points of whatever each card really means. It doesn't really go into much depth as far as the cards go, and it just tells you basic how to use the deck, understanding of it. So if you really do want to get a better understanding, I would recommend buying the thick book that she has published with this particular deck, or for this particular deck. Now the cards themselves are pretty standard. They're about 7 by 10 centimeters. They've got nice, good solid, well, not solid, but a reasonable card stock, I would say. They've got some really lovely colors on it. So she's, the artwork is very original, and she's got some very nice colorings going through it. Very pastel, very calming colors going through it. It is a bordered deck over there. The back of the deck is a sort of a beige color, and it's got a medicine wheel on the back of it there. And on the major arcana cards, she's renamed the cards, but she's also got the traditional cards, the traditional name at the left corner, and the numbers on the right corner over there. So you're not going to get lost using this particular deck. For the minor arcana cards, she has had renamed the suits. So you've got the suit of pipes for wands or rods, and you've got the suit of let's go for that. You've got the suit of arrows, and that's for swords, that represents swords. You've got the stones suit that represents pentacles, and you've got the bold suit that represents the cups. She's also renamed the court cards. So you've got with the court cards, in place of the page, you've got the apprentice of pipes there. For the knight, you've got the totem. For the queen, you've got the power lodge, and for the king, it's the exemplar. So there's a lot of difference from that Rider-Waite terminology and symbology that you're used to. Now I'm just going to go through the cards and just show you whatever is there. The two cards that are extra that are included in this particular deck is the Great Spirit Mother Creator, and this is a prayer to the Mother Earth Spirit. And there's also a prayer that she's included for you to say before you actually start doing the reading. So that's very nice, very nicely included within the deck. I think that's really brilliant. Now the deck itself, let's go through it. So this is the major arcana that we're going to go through. So the seed would be the Fool. And you've got Resources, which is the Magician. The High Priestess is called the Seeker. Bounty is the Empress. Command is the Emperor. Peacemaker, and that would be your Hierophant. Just got this the name on the side there. The Lovers is Ecstasy. The Warrior is the Chariot. Healing is the Strength card. The Guide is the Hermit card. The Wheel of Fortune is the Harvest card. Then you've got Justice as being the Balance card. The Hangman is Vision. Death is the Sunset. Temperance is the Blend. The Devil, you've got the Trickster. The Tower is the Pierced Shield. The Star is the Grandfathers. The Moon is the Grandmothers. You've got the Sun as Rebirth. It's very pretty. The Judgment card is the Discernment card. And the World card is the Dancer card. So those are the major arcanas. So the Ace of Pipes is the Ace of Wands, and it's also bordered, and there you can see it's all written there. So it's, instead of numbered, this is actually written down. The numbers are written down. So this is the Ace of Pipes, the Two of Pipes, the Three of Pipes, the Four of Pipes, which would be the Four of Rods, the Five of Pipes, the Six of Pipes. Now these decks, the different suits have got the different totem animals in them, so just be aware of that. So this is the Six of Pipes, the Seven of Pipes, the Eight of Pipes, the Nine of Pipes, the 10 of Pipes, the Apprentice of Pipes, which would be the Page of Rods, the Totem of Pipes, which would be the Knight of Rods, the Power Lodge Pipes, this would be the Queen of Rods or Queen of Wands, and the Exemplar of Pipes would be the King of Pipes. So there's no particular, she's not leaning towards male and female distinctions over there. It's just about the energies that are coming through each card, which is really nice. You've got the Ace of Arrows over there, which represents arrows representing swords, the Two of Arrows, the Three of Arrows. So the symbology is a pretty different, it's got different meanings on the cards here compared to the Rider-Waite system. This is the Four of Arrows, the Five of Arrows, the Six of Arrows, the Seven of Arrows, the Eight of Arrows, the Nine of Arrows, and the 10 of Arrows. So, you know, with the 10 of swords and the 10 of arrows, you know, it's such a different picture that they use. You know, you've got with the 10 of swords somebody lying dead in the snow here, and yet here this is family getting together. So it's a really different kind of symbology coming through. You've got the totem of arrows, which is the coyote, the apprentice of arrows, the teaching lodge, and the exemplar of arrows. So you've got that power animal coming through as well. You've got the ace of stones, which is the ace of pentacles, the 2 of stones, the 3 of stones, the 4 of stones, the 5 of stones, the 6 of stones, the 7 of stones, the 8 of stones, the 9 of stones, the 10 of stones, and then you've got the apprentice, which would be the page of pentacles, the totem of stones, the harvest lodge, or the queen of pentacles is called the harvest lodge of stones here, and you can see the exemplar of stones here, which would be the king of pentacles holding a lot of sweet corn there. Okay, so you've got the ace of bowls, which is the ace of cups there, the 2 of bowls, the 3 of bowls, the 4 of bowls, the 5 of bowls, the 6 of bowls, the 7 of bowls, the 8 of bowls, the 9 of bowls, the 10 of bowls. This is the apprentice of bowls, the totem of bowls, the nurturing lodge of bowls, and the exemplar of bowls. The colors are really nice. The drawings are pretty simple. It's not a very fussy deck, and it's quite a healing deck, and all the cards have different meanings, maybe a little bit of a deviation from you know, the Rider-Waite system, but it gives you a whole different way of looking at tarot, and maybe you know, employs a different kind or different part of your intuition. So it's a really, really beautiful deck, and it's a very healing deck, and it's something very, very different, and you know, I would, you know, think that it'd be a really nice change from going down the normal route, because, you know, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you can get a bit bored. I know I get very bored very quickly. So trying a new deck is something, you know, very, very good, and it's so easy to read. You know, and I would recommend getting the bigger book, the Inner Guidance book, because it gives you a whole new different meaning, and it allows you to connect with, you know, a different energy. So this is a deck that you use to connect with your feminine side, but also a deck that you connect with Mother Nature or Mother Earth, and that's a very, very strong feminine energy, and a very strong healing energy as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this deck, and please give it a try. Have a look at it, do some research on it as well on the internet if you want to know any more of it, and I hope you've enjoyed this video and have found it very interesting. So I'll put the decks and links to Amazon and eBay in the description box. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.